Welcome back to ERHS9. I'm your host, Bella Litvinov. Today we have a special segment about the demographic transition model and the overall World Health Analysis. The first thing we will be talking about in our segment is the demographic transition model. Each country is part of this transition model, and there are 5 stages. Stage 1 is the first stage. This is characterized by high birth rates and high death rates, and there is low population growth. In this stage was the agricultural revolution, and most of the people were hunters and gatherers. At this point in time, there are no countries left in stage 1, except for some few remote groups. The next stage in the demographics transition model is stage 2. Stage 2 is characterized by consistent birth rates and rapidly decreasing death rates. This stage was brought along by the medical and healthcare revolution and industrial revolution. Medical in Asia, Africa, the Middle East, and South America, and the industrial revolution in North America and Europe. An example of a stage 2 country is Yemen. Now we're live to Ava Biegert in Sana'a, Yemen to talk more about stage 2 and the country of Yemen.
Yemen is in the second epidemiologic stage with an extremely young population. In fact, there are more people between the ages of 0 and 4 than people over 60. Yemen's population is growing quickly, already the 50th largest country by population. Its birth rates are declining slightly, and its death rates should be decreasing. However, Yemen is in the middle of a brutal civil war, along with a war against Saudi Arabia that has been going on for about 3 years. In Yemen, a child dies every 5 minutes. Malnutrition, disease, and violence are huge issues preventing Yemen from moving on to stage 3. Back to you, Bella.
The next stage in the demographic transition model is stage 3. This stage usually has decreasing birth rates and lowering death rates. It is characterized by improvement in women's status, the diffusion of contraceptives, and economic development. An example of a stage 3 country is Indonesia. Now we're over to Ellie Behringer in Jakarta, Indonesia, to talk more about Indonesia and this stage 3 country.
Indonesia's population is young and growing rapidly, being the 4th largest country by population in the world, following China, India, and the United States. The death rates are dropping and the birth rates are also dropping, but at a much slower rate, making the population increase dramatically. Women are in the process of having better rights. The woman is still in domestic roles in the household. This means that they are not getting the education and the job opportunities that the men have, making them stay at home having children.
The next stage is stage 4. Stage 4 is characterized by low birth and death rates and even more improved status for women and more use of contraceptives and a steady population growth. An example of a stage 4 country is the United States of America. Now over to Avi Sivaraman in New York City, New York, in the United States to talk more about this stage 4 country.
Thanks, Bella. The United States underwent major economic growth and development during the Industrial Revolution. The U.S. has the largest nominal GDP in the world, but has not gone to the 5th stage of the epidemiological transition because cardiovascular diseases and cancer are still one of the largest causes of death in the United States. Nearly 1/4 of all deaths are from cardiovascular disease, and 1.5 million people are diagnosed with cancer in the U.S. each year. Back to you.
The final stage in the demographic transition model is stage 5. This is characterized by 0 population growth and a negative natural increase rate due to the increasing death rate. Example of a stage 5 country is Germany. Now over to Ava Biegert in Munich, Germany to talk more about the stage 5 country.
Thank you, Bella. Germany has one of the world's lowest population growth rates, with the population actually decreasing by 0.18% annually. It's decreasing because Germany's death rate is higher than its birth rate. The reasons behind this are Germany's strong economy and easy access to contraceptives. Women also hold a very prominent position in society. The low birth rate and decreasing population are traits of a country in the 5th stage of demographic transition. Germany still ranks relatively high on the population list, coming in 16th overall, just surpassing the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Much of this is caused by a recent influx of immigrants. Germany has good healthcare and medicine, which results in a high life expectancy, also helping to keep the population high. Back to you, Bella.
So now that we have talked about the demographic transition model and overall world health, I have Ellie on the phone, who is a partner with our station, to come talk about her opinion on overpopulation and the world health crisis. Ellie, what is your view on the overall world health?
I believe that our third world countries that are in stage 2 or 3 need a little assistance in becoming a more advanced country. We can adapt and help them advance into a stage 4 and eventually a stage 5 by creating new medicines and new ways of faster and safer medical treatments that will be cheaper and easily accessible to those in less developed countries. With the medical advancements and the NDCs, we can help these countries with the education and necessities that they need to fit their status now to advance to the next stage.
The next question I have for you today is, what's your view on Malthus's theory and the idea that food production and overall world population will not match up soon, and that energy resources are depleting?
I personally take a possibilist view on this matter, thinking if the world runs out of a material, we have the technology and the time to create a cheap substitute for the material.
GDP in the world, but it has not gone into the 5th stage of the epidemiological
And more government policy and economic development. That was a question. The final stage in the demographic transition.
Germany still ranks relatively high on the population list, coming in 16th overall, just barely surpassing the Democratic.
I'm your host, Bella. Today we have a special newscast about. Oh my god! What are you doing? You look very sketchy. No, you didn't. You're anonymous, and you didn't want to have your name exposed because you're in the witness protection program. The band I have to go put them on your chin. Just go. Now I'm talking to Ellie about.
Our host is having a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Oh my god. No, I can't do it.
No,
When all the noise happens.